Real estate is constantly on the news these days, but you're probably watching the national news who's giving you national real estate news. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why you should turn off the news and find a local real estate expert to talk to if you're considering buying or selling soon. There's a phrase in politics that goes, all politics is local. Hang on, I'm not gonna get political on you. But the gist of the phrase goes, voters only care about how issues impact their day-to-day personal lives. And I think the argument can be made that all real estate is local. Buyers only care about how owning that house is going to impact their day-to-day lives, which means that local factors have a much bigger impact on the value of a property than national trends. People care about what school district it's in, proximity to the grocery store and the park, or if you're in a vacation market like here in Breckenridge where I'm a realtor, people care about how close they are to the slopes, and if they have a view, and how close it is to the highway, how quickly they can get here. They don't care as much about what's happening in San Francisco or the national average for real estate home prices. And here are some great examples of that. When I grew up in a neighborhood where all of the streets, except for one, went to the same school district. That one cul-de-sac went to a different school district that wasn't rated as highly. So homes on that street sold for less money than the rest of the neighborhood. Here in Summit County, we're seeing an example of this with our short-term rental moratoriums. The town of Breckenridge has the strictest short-term rental moratoriums, and they were the first ones to put the restriction in place. The zones that have the strictest restrictions in Breck have almost shifted completely to a buyer's market with 6.3 months of inventory, when the rest of the county is still solidly in a seller's market at 3 months of inventory. This is something that no national news channel would be able to report to you on because they're not paying attention to it. And if you're thinking, but Betsy, if we have a recession, that's going to impact everybody. The truth is, even recessions that impact us on a national level impact each market differently. And here's some numbers from 2008 to back this up. Phoenix, Arizona in 2008 saw home values drop by 56%, while Madison, Wisconsin, while their market felt sluggish, it didn't change home prices at all. They held steady. Here in Summit County, we actually saw a delay. But between 2008 and 2009, home prices went up 1%, so they held basically steady, and they didn't drop until 2010, at which point they only dropped by 5.4%. So just because there might be a recession coming doesn't mean that it's a bad time to buy everywhere. And it may not even mean that it's a bad time to buy on one side of the county versus the other. These short-term rental restrictions, like I mentioned, will impact different neighborhoods differently. So turn off the news and find a local realtor who can give you the real numbers in the real local market where you're looking to buy. And also make sure that that realtor can talk to you about why those numbers are shifting. If you're looking to buy here in Summit County, Colorado, or in Park, Chaffee, or Lake County, which I also service, you can go to my website and narrow down by the town, and in some cases down to the neighborhood that I've already set up for you to get a hyper-local market report. And then once you're ready to buy or ready to sell, we can have a more specific talk on what your specific home is worth in that market at that time. Because the truth is, with all the interest rates shifting, that is impacting our market, though it impacts each market and each price point differently. So we want to price based on the most accurate information. If you want more information on how we decide how to price a home, you can go watch this video. And as always, my name is Betsy Repaske, and I live here in Breckenridge, Colorado. And you can find me on social, or my phone number and email are below.